What's up, guys? Today I wanted to go into everything that I have in this home garage. Unfortunately, there are a lot of landscapers outside right now, so I'm just going to go over the stuff outside first and kind of just tell you what we work on in here, because that would give you a little bit of context on all the tools and stuff that we have laying around. So we do a lot of flip cars, older vehicles usually. We don't do too much painting, lots of mechanical work, fix them up, resell them for like solid, more valuable cars. That is our Blazer, not a super valuable car, but we are currently working on that because we got it so cheap. This is my childhood boat that we're actually looking to turn around and sell, so we're fixing it up a little bit, doing some repainting on the bottom. And we have some ATVs and side-by-sides, lawnmowers, bikes. We just built this carport that we're going to, it's more of like a bike port that we're going to store like the bikes in. I'm still working on the roof, so don't hate me for it. And yeah, that's kind of, we have a lot of trucks. My dad's down the Cape right now, and a few people are out, so this is kind of like our home garage tour. I did say I was going to do a tour on the bigger toolbox, so I'm going to go into what we have in here first. And just to start off, the actual toolbox itself is a 44-inch US General toolbox, and I got this probably about a year and a half ago now. I picked it up on Facebook for $200. So there was an older gentleman who was moving and didn't need it anymore. It's a Series 1. It was in really rough condition. If I have a picture, I'll put it up. But I cleaned it up, detailed it, and then painted the actual holders, or the handles, sorry. They weren't coated, like I didn't put any clear coat on them or anything, so you can see they have started to chip over the year and some time, but it will be pretty easy for me to just repaint those. I am thinking about reselling or selling the toolbox, so I need a little bit more space, and so I might not even bother. On top, I made this homemade hutch, and you can see it's not painted yet. I have not got around to it because we have so many other projects we're working on. On top, I have a sound bar, and that's where I keep all my torque wrench cases. That's a light that my dad uses a lot, and my Ansel smoke machine. Going into the hutch, we have a Milwaukee tape measure, all my Husky nut drivers, and then two more. These are like the flexible nut drivers, like hose clamp style. We are Torx and slotted and Phillips. Those are the laser tips. We have my Milwaukee screwdrivers, Milwaukee electrical pliers, cutters, and then some Quinn cutters, some more wire stuff. Those are the snap rings that I use. I got those super cheap, so pick those guys up. And on the bottom here, I have my Pittsburgh T-handles. I don't use those a ton. Those are metric hex. My Foxwell scanner. I use this laptop for Windows for ISTA. And then I have my Milwaukee battery charger. I just power strip, or I double-sided taped in that power strip there, so it holds up pretty well. We'll go into the top drawer first, obviously. These are all my 1/2-inch sockets. Everything that's 3/8 and 1/4 inches in there. And if you do want to see a video on this roll cart, I have a whole separate video going into depth of everything that I have in there, but I'm not going to go crazy into that today. This is all my 1/2-inch stuff. These are Tekton 1/2-inch sockets, chrome up to 38, and then I have the deeps up to 32. The rest of them are coming, and I also have a new rail coming so they can all be stored nicely. And these are my impact sockets. I have 1/2-inch shallow up to 24, and I'm going to be working on the rest here soon. And then I have a old Pittsburgh deep set that is just living in the box. The Tekton impact sockets 1/2-inch are actually fairly pricey, so I'm slowly working on upgrading those. Those are kind of like the last thing. We don't use a ton of 1/2-inch stuff. The 3/8 really, I have a 3/8 mid torque, and that pretty much does everything we need here. We don't have any crazy large lug nuts that are torqued down or anything, and we don't need to be like super rushed. I don't need to get lug nuts off in like 10 seconds. It's not a big deal for me. Breaker bar, which is honestly what I use the most to break stuff free. This is my home garage, so I wear no shoes, I wear socks. People hate on me for it all the time, I don't care. This is the Tecton 24-inch half-inch breaker bar, 24-inch half-inch ratchet, and then the 24-inch Tecton torque wrench. This is the 25 to 250 half-inch version. This is my ratchet drawer. I have all my Tecton stuff in there. So this is everything that's not Tecton. Some Craftsman, old Craftsman stuff, Roto Head. We have a couple Cobalts. This is a Husky. And that's an old gear wrench, 84 tooth, a couple more gear wrench ratchets. I actually use these a lot too. This one's fairly new. I haven't used it at all actually, but and a nice little locking bit driver. Icon ratchets, some flexible extensions I never use, and extra ulcers in the back. That's where I keep a foam organizer for the OEM tool set. These are all my metric non-ratcheting wrenches and standard non-ratcheting wrenches, and then standard ratcheting wrenches. I will eventually get toolbox widgets for this. I just haven't done it yet. Pricey, man. This is like my brake, air, tire, all types of just like specialty stuff. So I have like the O2 sensor sockets in there, spark plug sockets. Those are just extra adapters. Those are the Pittsburgh Pry Tools for interior stuff. Crush washer set. I have a couple oil filter wrenches, battery cleaner, tire pressure gauge from Craftsman. It's decent. And a OEM Tools brake piston press. These are some hammers. I don't use a ton. I honestly should find a better way to store these, but I just leave them in here for now because I don't have anything to go in that drawer. This is an extra pliers drawer. So we have the Cobalt wire cutters or bolt cutters in the back there, Cobalt groove joint pliers, a couple extra wire cutters and pliers. We have the Pittsburgh hose clamp pliers. I like that set. Craftsman mini pliers or micro pliers, I guess you would call them. These are my vice grips, and I have one torque lock. I like the torque locks a lot better, so if you're gonna spend money, get some Milwaukee's. This is a Mishimoto hose clamp plier set. I think it's 5 pieces. Came with those 3, and then these 2 down here that didn't really fit well. Actually 6, because there's one more in the other toolbox that I have. These little side things, I'm actually probably gonna get a little like push cart for, because this is all stuff I don't need to have in my bigger box, but I use it a lot. So it'd be nice to have like a smaller roll cart that I could store this stuff in. We have Tecton picks and the Harbor Freight cheapos on the bottom, Milwaukee pens, wire brushes, razor scrapers, and a bottle opener, a couple lights and picks. That's a T-handle I got from work. Dremel and all the bits for it. These are Husky gasket scrapers, and I brought that one home from work a while ago. It's a cheapo I got on Amazon. These are all my small parts. Nothing super crazy. Like I said, more small parts. This is my Klein multimeter. It's the auto ranging one, and all my test leads, and a fuse tester, and some gasket stuff. These are all pretty much small part drawers. This is my drilling stuff, so it would be nice if I had like a little small roll cart to just store all that stuff in. I'm thinking about getting the US General one that it pretty much looks just like that, and then I can store everything in that. And that's just a bullshit drawer that I would love to get cleared out. Okay, so let's go into some stuff I have around the garage and some future plans. So I'm not gonna go into a ton of the just crap that we have here, but this is kind of for like our small engine stuff. So we have some oil, gas cans, a couple shovels and lacrosse sticks. Those are all winter shovels. We have our brooms up there, old Kia seats, or they're not old. We had to take them out to do some work on the Kia. We keep all of our small parts on this little shelf here. This was to hold a pegboard, and then we ended up just leaving it for small parts. Couple jumper cables hanging there. I went over all the top of the stuff. That is a airline that we have hanging, couple lights, and all of our air like blowgun and tire fillers. That one sucks. Don't buy that tire pressure thing. Paper towel holder on the bottom there. This is my roll cart, obviously. You guys have seen that. Compressor up top there and a tire filler from Craftsman. We have some ramps that we use a lot for like the lawnmower and stuff. It's a lot easier. We have a creeper that I picked up when I used to work at 1-800 Got Junk. Someone was throwing that out, so it's pretty crappy, but I use it. This is, I'll step back a little bit. This was actually left by the old homeowner, this whole workbench area. So I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on this before I get into this. This is a little rant. I would like to get a second US General toolbox and put 2 toolboxes next to each other and take down this whole thing. Let me know what you guys think about that, or if you think it's a waste. If you really think about it, from this pole to that pole is 70 inches, and these are 44-inch boxes. So if I did 2 next to each other, I would end up with 88 inches of space instead of 74. So I'd get an extra 10 inches. It's not like you can really work underneath that shelf there. Those are more for shelving. So I don't know, just a little rant. It does give you a lot of storage, but I could put like a baker's rack or like a shelf there or something. So let me know what you guys would do if this was your garage. Would you repaint this? We're thinking about painting it like gray or white, or would you get 2 US General toolboxes, put them side by side, have them flush with the wall, and then I could do like a cool pegboard setup and some nice cabinets like everybody always does, and kind of store some stuff on top of those. And then I'd have more space for the roll cart and everything. So love to hear your guys' opinion, but on the pegboard, we just have some crap that we use outside fairly often, not really automotive stuff, but these are all my more small parts, fasteners and stuff for my BMW, a couple random stuff that I'm not trying to lose, like the O-ring, airflow O-ring, mass airflow O-ring, can't speak. Those are my coolant and oil funnels. We have a couple Harbor Freight sets down there. More Kia stuff, goop, that's where we store all of our oil. Those are the 3-ton jacks that I just picked up from Harbor Freight, and I love them, so I would totally recommend them. They're $28 right now if you have the ITC membership. That lawnmower is driving me crazy, so I'm gonna shut the garage, but alright, that's better. I don't know if I said it, but we do have the Daytona 3-ton low profile down there. I really like that jack as well. I wish I got the long reach, but it is what it is. Some gas cans and a couple oil drain buckets. That is my, so we keep all the oil cleaners and things when oil leaks. We work on a lot of BMWs, so we have a lot of oil leaks and we have to clean that off. We don't want to reuse those brushes for anything else. So these are like only oil funnels, brushes, and things like that, all kind of in there. That's a little creeper stool thing that we got. It's shitty. Craftsman, vacuum. These are all the things that we're using to work on the boat right now. We put those down when we are doing oil stuff so we don't get the floor really disgusting. And then that is a little 3-tier cart. Over here, we have all of our detailing stuff. on 2 little shelves. And normally we have a lot more, but for now, this is what we have. It was just winter, so we don't restock anything in the winter. And I have a detailing company, so I keep my stuff separate than the stuff we keep in the garage. Occasionally I'll bring some stuff in here, but we need to get some new stuff for the cars and things that we have around here. And just a couple buckets and things like that. I think that's pretty much everything. If you guys have any questions, definitely shoot a comment down below if I missed anything, and I'll try to cover it. But that is basically what we have in here. This is not like all of our lawn care stuff or anything. We have the whole shed that we keep everything in. I do want to just quickly touch on some future stuff that we're thinking about doing to the garage. So I did already rant about the workbench. I would love to hear what you guys think. You do have to think that we normally have 2 cars parked in here, so we have to leave everything so that we can park cars in here every night and get into them easily. What I would like to do is throw a compressor under there so that we have a little bit of a bigger air setup. That way we can do some tire filling and stuff like that. That pancake takes forever to kick on. We are definitely looking at repainting everything, like wall-wise and the floors. So we're gonna get into that. And then I do wanna get some quick jacks because those ramps are getting to be a pain. So we're gonna get rid of the ramps and grab some quick jacks and finally not have to use those jacks and jack stands and everything anymore, but they're good to have around. So that is pretty much everything future plan wise, and I think I went into the whole garage pretty much. So let me know what you guys think. Anything I can improve on, I would love to hear it. And I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on what I should do here. Should I get a bigger toolbox? Should I get another toolbox? Should I knock this down? What would you guys do? Because you guys saw I have 2 empty drawers, but I'm getting full and I like to future plan. We do have a lot of stuff downstairs that we want to bring up here and get in the garage to use more. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.